Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2, the Grand Combination, with me, Alpha Omega, and the Ottoman Empire. So, in the previous episode we have actually started repaying our debt quite nicely, so I'm going to continue with that today, but one thing that happened at the very end of the episode was a small revolt that broke out in the Balkans. We should be on top of it. I actually think it shouldn't be any kind of major issue for us to defeat these guys, but what do I know? It might get a little bit complicated. So you guys can go and kill... Alright, so I actually have to kill these guys first. Gotcha. And we had a little bit of an upper house rearranged. Conservatives 24% now, reactionary 29.57. Alright, fascist 3, radical 2.58, liberals almost 40%, communists 0.45, socialists 0.79. Alright, how's this battle going? Not great, but they're all irregulars, so it's not like we have to be too worried. Alright, we need to kill them quickly, so... Okay, actually go there. And you guys... Oh, alright. All of you go there. And let's repay another part of the debt. And we are now sub 350k. So once we suppress this revolt, we're gonna start funding our economy a little bit more. Where's the policy? Costa Sokolovic and High Plus 3. Costa knows what's up. But unfortunately we have just way too many troops for Costa. Nikšić. Alright, you guys go back to Teslica and Žilina. Both of you are gonna go through Nikšić anyway, so it's not... No, actually you're not. You're passing through Teslica. Alright, well, that's fine. Alright, 2k, 6, 5, 3, come on, can you eliminate them? 2, 1, and 4. Done? Yes. Alright. So you can go to Cetina. I'm gonna use this investment to remove another part of the loan. And we're going to start investing again. Actually, you know what? Let's actually get to the 276k that our own bank has. In the meantime, I'm going to check where we can invest. Development bank over here. Another development bank over here. These are all very expensive. The glass industry in Ankara is being funded. Development bank over here. Catalytic fermentative process. Wine production plus 5%. Oh wow, that's actually really nice. So catalytic fermentation process. This marked the beginning of a new field of science and technology, biotechnology. Konstein and Norman combined fermentative process with a thermodynamic process. One result of this combination was margarine, which greatly improved the supply of the population with essential unsaturated fatty acids. And addressed to the parliament. And it seems altogether pleasing, therefore, that the order long established shall prevail throughout the centuries, throughout the eras, and today. A conservative member of the upper house has addressed Parliament today with a lionizing speech to the nation and its manifold glories. So all pops lose 1 militancy, so that's really nice. The game lied a little bit, it seems, but still pretty good. Alright, development bank in Hakib. The development bank here. Development bank here. That seems about it. Alright, get rid of the Swedish debt. And then just the Bank of Peru. And we're raking in money now, that's great. I can't wait to start funding. Actually, you know what? Education to 45. Administration to 30. Social to 45. And military to 50. Still make a decent amount. 12, nice, on 18k, and then we are basically repaying ourselves. Let's enforce the Ottoman curriculum, 161 research points and extra assimilation rate, which reminds me, how are we doing on Turkish population? 30.9, alright. Getting better. Most are Sunni Muslims, which is great. Italy. Let's see that population increased. Alright, repay another part of the loan. Down to 96. $11,000. Anything we can fund here? Let's expand the glass factory. Demand strict discipline. There's a lot of projects here I would love to fund, but a little bit short on cash. Can we pay 3,800? How much would the game tell us we can take now? Is it at least 1 million? No, but it's over 800,000. That's better. Alright, repay the last of the external loan, and now we can increase funding by another 5% for everything, and we'll let the game run for a little bit. Now, anti-rationalism, how many have already discovered it? Are you kidding? Alright, so the prestige we can get is max what? Not even a 15. Alright. Well, that's not even a bummer. That is just sad. Trouble in Elbasan Sanjak, a recent riot gained 55 point tensions. I'm not happy about it. Okay, railroad in Dalmatian. University in Aydin. A rubber goods industry. Alright, 4k. I'm funding that. And we pay 4k to the bank. Doing good. Doing good. Well, I mean, at least we get additional research points, but this is really sad. I wasn't expecting them to get it all so quickly. That's life, I guess. You do what you can. Okay, keep repaying the loan. We can get about 90 more per day out of that. Expand alloy industry. Do a crackdown. Ottoman or Topi? Curriculum. Extra educational efficiency. Let me just Build the railroad in Karada. I think we have a lot of factories in southwestern Macedonia, so let's build it there as well. Alright, militancy is fairly okay at 3% right now, so that's good. Curriculum. Prior to now, schools across the country had vastly different standards for what they taught. They tended to focus more on topics of local importance, and where one came from determined not only their educational level, but also their breadth of knowledge. The introduction of a standardized curriculum across all nation schools has helped bring everyone up to the same level. Extra education, which is good. Let me see. Well, it's not great. And we're losing intellectuals. What I can do with that? Patriotic Society, just Karada. University in Southern Macedonia. Let's pay for that. Leave the Patriotic Society be. Improve relations with Italy. How are we doing? Great with everyone. Martin steel. This method not only cleaned iron during the process of making it into steel, but it also allowed for the use of iron that earlier had been unusable because of its low grade. So we keep getting the same description for a lot of these. Alright, so we are now at 27 research points per month. Per day. I don't know why I keep saying month. Alright, iron railroad, semi-automatization. Let's get compound steam engine. That should be relatively fast. Yeah, not even a year, just a couple of months basically. And we can start investing into more things. So expand our industry in Eastern Thrace. Build railroad in Rhodos. Build university in southwestern Macedonia. Expand this thing. Build university in southwestern Macedonia for some reason is not getting better, but we'll try. Expand the alloys over here. Expand luxury clothing in Eastern Thrace. Okay, let's expand the railroad in Hejaz. Repay more debt. Karada is ours. The Black Mountain. Having a real bad situation with capitalists. What's up with that? Are we overtaxing them? We might. There really isn't much that I can do with that. Okay, $250,000 is owed, and we could get about 915,000. Good, good, good. That's progress. You know, you can not be too crazy about things. Peruvian immigration of Brazilian Amazonian, the Brazilian immigration of Colombian Amazonian. They're still fighting over Brazil. Interesting. More projects. A development bank in Hejaz. I'll fund that. Get rid of the ringleaders. Are we still bleeding out intellectuals? We might. Let's check that. There's probably not much change. And boasting capitalists everywhere. Right, let's go back to intellectuals everywhere. I'll work on that, and I'm gonna increase the funding by 10%. You're doing a little bit better. It's gonna help with education, and that in turn is gonna help with the research points. 27.06. Yeah, literacy is going up. Railroads. Expanding alloys, industries. Railroad in Canada, I can get behind that. Expand furniture. Industry. I think we can do that. How's the factories doing? Wow, Ottoman Halkidiki is just crazy over. Yeah, alright, let's... Do we have a project there? We do. Support the movement. You want to build a new factory? No. I'll expand the vine. And that ought to fix it. Nihilism and the will. That was supposed to be 50 prestige. The foundation for the trend away from the emphasis on human rationality in philosophy in the late 19th and early 20th centuries would be established with a revival in the interest among some philosophers in nihilism. The rejection of the idea that the life of the individual has any meaning or purpose in the grand workings of the universe. In place of the self-value of the individual as a being, focus was placed on the will, the human ability to intervene in a situation to his own benefit. Developed most effectively in the writings of Friedrich Nietzsche in the late 19th century, the dramatic impact of warfare in the industrial era would lead to further refinement of the concept by philosophers such as Martin Heidegger in the early 20th century. In its denial of the value of absolutes as guides for the conduct of human behavior, nihilism would help contribute to the further questioning, and for many, the ultimate rejection of the values and beliefs that had shaped the Victorian world, while the emphasis on will would encourage action to challenge accepted practices and encourage the construction of the new values. Alright, well, and we get another reshipment. We can repay 20k here, and we're getting even more money. So let's increase funding by 5 further percent and see what we can do with the projects here. I could build a railway in Ottoman Rodopi. Can expand the luxury factory in Eastern Thrace. Build university in Rhodos. Is it Rodopi? I think it should be... No, that's... Oh, so where the hell is Rodopi then? I'm unsure. Alright, Turkish population now 41%. That's great. But it's not exactly what I was looking for. Oh, expand lumber industry in Bursa. So we finally have a lumber factory somewhere. Futurism. Alright, so we gained a little bit of prestige, and existentialism a little bit of prestige. Nowhere near enough for us to do anything, but wow, 500 research points. Alright, that was actually pretty decent. There's Bursa and the lumber industry over here. We need to expand this one. That's gonna be my goal. Do we actually have more of them? No, that's those that rely on production of timber. Wait, what do you rely on? Wood. Is there wood here somewhere? Yes. Alright, so we got one in Konya and one in Bursa. So let's expand the one in Konya as well, because we want to get more. So, compound steam engine. Farming output plus 15%, coal, sulfur, metals, oil production plus 10%, precious metals plus 10%, livestock, fishing, orchard, and grain farm size plus 10%. I think we can go with semi-automatization next. And we can repay a little bit of the loan, but going down to 200k, which is great. Yep, we're reaching about 1 million in free loan. Existentialism. Existentialism has many mothers. In one way, it could be interpreted as a radical individualism traced from Kierkegaard and Nietzsche, but it is more. It is also the notion of the given and not really given, but only meaningful through the process of interpretation, something that it got from Husserl and more indirectly from Brentano. However, it was taken further by Heidegger and later Sartre, Beauvoir and Camus, and became focused on what gives meaning to the person, where the person should be understood as a being that is free to take action, and thus create their own meaning, rather than the more inflexible, outdated Cartesian ideal. Prestige plus 2.3. Wait, you were supposed to be where? Oh wait, you're actually there. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. You were supposed to be somewhere here. 514, 514, 514. Damn, there has to be one. Where is it? Wait, can I see it here? Yeah. Who has the 9 regiment strength? The first Balkan army has the... Ah, here you are. That's smarter. I have to do it that way next time. Futurism. As the questioning of the values and structures of the Victorian era gained momentum in the intellectual circles in the early 20th century, some intellectuals began to argue that a clean break with the past was needed in order to build a brilliant new future that the rise of industrial civilization had promised. Beginning as a movement within the arts that embraced new materials and stylistic techniques that attempted to capture the essence of material power and speed, futurism would soon spread as an idea to challenge conventional structures of society and call for their replacement with a new societal, political, and economic order that embraced the reality of industrial society. Alright, it's 22nd of April. If we... That's about 2000. Alright. So on 26th of April, we are going to max out the funding to the army. because I want to replenish our troops a little bit. I've saved a little bit of money for that, so let's see. Good. Let's cut it down again and repay a little bit of loans. Jean-Georges Taylor, a noted British mathematical physicist who pioneered work in artificial intelligence. Alright, we're doing really good. Really. Actually, we're making... I wanted to say that we're making a huge blank. Well, thank God I actually invested in those troops. No need them. Oh well. You know what, I'm gonna end the session here. 3 episodes is enough. We've actually managed to get our budget from the worst for where. Actually, let's leave it for a little bit more, because I would like to save up a little bit for the next episode, just to make sure that, you know, we're not gonna suffer too much. You guys chill here. Actually, you cannot really do that, can you? Well, we don't have much of a choice, so let's send you guys down here and take it from the south. Alright, let's do it differently. You guys are gonna march down here and start clearing these armies. Down here, one army is gonna move from here, and you're gonna clear out these ones. Ottoman Free Corps. War veterans disgruntled with what they see as a failure of capitalism and liberal democracy have formed a Free Corps, an ideological paramilitary organization ostensibly existing to protect the state and homeland, while de facto promoting a fascist political agenda in one of our states. The Corps has already begun flexing its muscles in local politics, threatening several liberal politicians and maintaining a fairly intimidating uniform presence. Prevent the organization from... No. You can go. I don't mind that. Alright, let's improve relations with Italy again. Relations with Germany. Really good. Russia. Really good. The British. That could be better. Alright, let's slow it down. How are we doing? You're winning. You guys need to go like here, then here. Here, then here, and then you're gonna split. Did you guys already eliminate them, or what happened? That big army just disappear? It's a bit weird. Alright, you march like this. Alright, go this way. Albanian martyr, imprison him. And they're probably gonna get this area. Cotton production output was 150%. That's nice. Yeah, they got it. So cotton gin. The cotton gin is a machine for cleaning cotton of its seeds. The device pulls the cotton through a set of wire teeth mounted on a revolving cylinder, the fiber passing through narrow slots in an iron breastwork too small to permit passage of the seed. The simplicity of the invention, which could be copied despite patents, which could be powered by man, animal, or water, caused it to be widely copied despite patents. The cotton gin increased productivity of removing seed from cotton by a factor of 50. While it took a single slave about 10 hours to separate a single pound of fiber from the seeds, a team of 2 or 3 slaves using the cotton gin could produce around 50 pounds of cotton in just one day. 150% production of cotton increase. Alright, suppressions successful. Okay, 200 more research points. Alright, we're starting to greatly increase in this regard, that's good. Alright, then we're going to Zinkopru. Alright, Bulgarians can go suck on a straw. We got them under control now. And we even saved a little bit of money for the next episode, so that's great. You guys actually... So go here. Alright, that was a fairly successful suppression, with the exception of this area, which we will deal with next. We got a couple of technologies during this session. We got some prestige though. Nowhere near the amount we wanted. And that's about it. So you can go back here, we'll transport you. How's the ledger? Let's end the episode by looking at that. We are about 317 points behind Canada now. But, you know, we left Qing Empire far behind us, so at least that's something. Can't complain about everything all the time. Nobody said it was going to be easy, and it's only going to get worse as the time will go by. So yeah, a little bit of a longer episode to end this session, but I like it. I like it. You can go back. You guys need to meet with the first Dalmatian army. Where is it? Here. Oh, it's the first Balkan. So continue to Chitina. And we're gonna... Alright, we're getting a little bit more research done. Alright, 40k is not gonna be enough for the next session, but it's gonna be better than nothing. So let's hope it will work. The amount of provinces are now under control. Alright. And with that said, we are changing you guys to Kent. Bursa can be turned to soldiers. Eastern Thrace is going to be removed. You are going to be removed. Northern Macedonia, I'll remove. Aydin, soldiers. Konya, soldiers. Constantinia, capitalists. Alright, so that's how we're going to do it next time. So thank you very much for joining me in this couple of episodes. We are reaching a point where we will soon migrate to the Hearts of Iron campaign, which is going to be even more horrifying than this one, if that's even possible. Not really looking to that one, but yeah, it's coming. It's coming. So we're going to top it off here by finishing some of these and investing probably into economy a little bit, and then we're going to go. Hey, actually, do we have cotton production? I don't think we do. Yeah, so that one didn't really impact us much. But timber is finally being produced, and we are at almost 100 in sulfur, which is good. That's actually pretty good. If the world market is 2,500, then 1% is 25, so we're almost at 4% of production. Well, not bad. Not bad at all. Fish, 77. Tea, tobacco, coffee, another thing. What about opium? No, not really. We're completely unremarkable, to be quite honest, as we should be.